killer au pair, lies, betrayal, and a chilling crime scene. Suburbia, with its quiet streets and neat lawns, often promises safety and stability, but the Banfield home, nestled in this tranquil setting, would become the epicenter of a tragedy so shocking that it would unravel secrets, lies, and a web of deceit. At the heart of this tale is Juliana Peres Magalhaes, a seemingly innocent au pair who arrived from Brazil to help Brendan and Christine Banfield with their young children. What began as a promising arrangement ended in bloodshed, lies, and a haunting mystery that remains the subject of endless speculation, arrival of the au pair. Juliana was everything the Banfields had hoped for in an au pair. Her warm smile, eagerness to help, and genuine affection for their children endeared her to the family. Christine, a busy mother juggling work and domestic responsibilities, often sang Juliana's praises. Brendan, too, found her presence a welcome relief. For months, life in the Banfield household seemed picture perfect. The children adored Juliana, who spent hours reading to them, playing games, and organizing activities. She appeared to be more than an employee, she felt like part of the family. But beneath the surface, there were signs of tension. Brendan and Christine's marriage was strained, with frequent arguments and whispers of mistrust. Juliana, always watching, seemed to know more than she let on. The horrific discovery. The illusion of normalcy shattered one morning when Juliana dialed 911 in hysterics. "There's been an attack," she cried, her voice trembling. When police arrived, the scene was nothing short of horrific. Blood streaked the walls, furniture lay in disarray, and Christine Banfield's lifeless body was sprawled on the floor, her face frozen in terror. Brendan, badly injured but alive, was found slumped in a corner. The children, thankfully, were unharmed, though they were shaken and confused. Juliana, still sobbing, told officers she had walked into a nightmare. According to her, she had returned from running errands to find Christine and Brendan locked in a violent struggle. She claimed to have intervened, only for the chaos to spiral further out of control, but something about her story didn't add up. Inconsistencies in Juliana's story. As detectives combed through the scene, Juliana's version of events began to crumble. Forensic evidence contradicted her claims. Blood spatter patterns indicated a deliberate attack, not a chaotic brawl. Bruises on Brendan's arms suggested defensive wounds, while Christine's injuries pointed to a calculated assault. Juliana's own behavior also raised red flags. Initially distraught, she became defensive under questioning, often providing vague or contradictory answers. Investigators soon discovered that Juliana had been privately documenting Christine and Brendan's arguments, taking notes on their behavior, and even recording conversations without their knowledge. What was she planning Christine's strange connection to Joseph Ryan? As the investigation deepened, an unexpected name emerged: Joseph Ryan. Detectives found cryptic notes in Christine's personal belongings referencing Ryan, a man from her past. Emails and letters hinted at an obsessive relationship. Christine often wrote about him in ways that were both adoring and unsettling, describing him as someone who had changed her life in ways no one else could understand. Who was Joseph Ryan? Was he a former lover, a confidant, or something else entirely? A search into his background revealed little: a few business records, an unremarkable social media presence, and no recent contact with Christine. Yet the way she spoke of him suggested his shadow loomed large over her life. Detectives began to wonder if Ryan had any connection to the violent events that unfolded in the Banfield home. Juliana's motive and the web of lies under mounting pressure. Juliana's story evolved yet again. This time, she claimed Christine had been abusive, not just to Brendan but to the children as well. She painted herself as a protector, someone who had acted out of desperation to save the family from a tyrannical matriarch. But these claims lacked evidence. Friends and neighbors described Christine as kind and devoted, though admittedly stressed by her marital troubles. No one could corroborate Juliana's allegations of abuse. Then came the revelation that shocked everyone. Juliana had been searching for Joseph Ryan online. Emails and messages revealed she had been trying to contact him for months, though her intentions were unclear. Was she trying to warn him? Blackmail him? Or was it all part of a larger scheme to manipulate the Banfields? The trial. When Juliana was finally arrested and charged with murder, her trial became a media sensation. Prosecutors painted her as a cold-blooded killer who had infiltrated the Banfield household under the guise of an au pair, only to exploit the family's vulnerabilities. They argued that she had meticulously planned the attack, driven by jealousy, greed, or an unspoken grudge. The defense, however, told a different story. They portrayed Juliana as a young woman pushed to the brink by Christine's alleged cruelty. They suggested that Juliana had acted in self-defense, that she had been swept up in the Banfield's toxic dynamics and left with no choice but to protect herself. The jury struggled to untangle the truth from the lies. Was Juliana a manipulative predator, or was she another victim caught in the crossfire of a dysfunctional family? The haunting legacy. Brendan Banfield, the sole surviving adult, faced the daunting task of rebuilding his life while caring for his traumatized children. He remained tight-lipped about Christine's connection to Joseph Ryan, refusing to speculate on how this enigmatic figure fit into the tragedy. As for Juliana, her true motives remain a mystery. Was she truly the mastermind behind the crime, or was she swept up in forces beyond her control? The Banfield home, once a symbol of comfort and security, now stands as a chilling reminder of how quickly life can unravel. For those who followed the case, one question lingers. How well can we ever truly know the people we invite into our lives?